this is a video about should you get this beautiful Pixel C tablet in 2018. So I'm going to just read some specs first. So it's a bit over 500 grams, which is quite heavy, and then the keyboard, if you get the keyboard as well, this is another about 400 I think, so together they're getting close to a kilogram. It's got a 10.2 inch screen with a 72% screen to body ratio, which is pretty good. A resolution of 2560 by 1800, which is quad HD but taller. 308 pixels per inch, which is quite good, not amazing. It came with Android 6.0, now it's upgradable to 8.1, but that's the last update, I think. So its chipset is the NVIDIA Tegra X1, which is quad-core, which is not particularly good, but I'll go into that later. It's got 32 gigabytes or 64 gigabytes of storage, 3 gigabytes of RAM, 8 megapixel back camera, 2 megapixel front camera, USB Type-C, and a quite big 9,243 milliamp hour battery. So, I want to first talk about the problems that I've had with the tablet before I go into anything else. So, I think this is my 4th, maybe 5th Pixel C, because they've all broken on me. Even this one. So, this is part of the reason I'm making the video. This one's broken, so I thought I'll just make the video while I still can to warn people, because I'm out of warranty. They only gave me 1 year warranty. So basically this is now a paperweight or something like that. It's basically impossible to fix as well. So the smallest big issue that I've had is, I think I had it with this tablet actually. So it just locked me out. So I had a password, I knew the password, and then it was a number password. Came in to type it one day, it's like, wrong password. And then it's kind of it's a documented issue that it just says wrong password to your password. A few times before I've had wrong password once, even though I typed it incorrectly, and then I typed it in again and it worked. But this time it just kept on not doing it, so I had to reset my whole tablet, lose everything on it, but at least I got it working. And another issue is I've had it boot loop, so tried to reset all my data another time to try and fix it for the bigger issue, and then it just would never turn on again. It just kept on loading, never worked. And the last issue, which is the screen breaking, I'll have some video of this. At the moment it's fine, but this is the main issue I've had on all my tablets. Basically the screen, half the screen stops working, and then for me this time the whole screen is black a lot of the time. I have to restart it very weirdly to get half the screen working again, and then you can get the full screen working only by pushing it in the right place. So obviously it's so broken it's not even worth trying to use it, as every time you try and go on it you have to restart it, press the screen in the correct places, and it might work. So unless you have very good warranty, so far it's not much point getting this tablet in my opinion. Anyway, let's go on to some good things, or just other things. So the screen is pretty big, 10.2 inches, high resolution than most tablets, than most iPads, not like Surface tablets, they're higher resolution, but kind of quite similar, which is quite good. And the brightness is quite bright for a tablet. the minimum brightness, I would like it to be a lot lower, in my opinion. But what can I do? And also, now, I don't know if it's the Android update or if it's just YouTube doesn't think this tablet's powerful enough anymore, but you can't actually watch high resolution YouTube, so it's kind of pointless having a high resolution screen unless you're playing games or just looking at high resolution text, for example, or pictures, because videos you can't watch in Quad HD because YouTube just doesn't allow it, and also not many films that you're going to be plugging in or streaming on Netflix or anything is higher than 1080p anyway, so it's kind of a bit pointless having this high resolution screen because you can't actually use it to its full capability, which is a bit annoying. So, but the screen is quite big, but the new iPads are 10.5 inches, so they're actually bigger. And then obviously the 12.9 inch iPad as well. And this is quite a lot smaller than a Surface Pro or something. Surface Pro is 12.3 inches, and this is only 10.2. And the speakers, I'll have an audio demonstration. They're quite loud, they're stereo, not the best quality, but I think they're kind of loud enough that you sometimes don't need a Bluetooth speaker, which is quite good. But also, the minimum loudness is pretty loud. I don't really like that either, but whatever. The battery, you charge it by USB Type-C, not very fast charging. It's, talking of USB Type-C, they only give you a wall charger when you get it. You don't get a Type-C cable, so you cannot plug it into a normal USB port, so you cannot transfer files from your PC or anything. So, why? Just give me a cable with the device, so I don't have to buy one. But anyway, the battery normally is quite long lasting, but for me it hasn't been great recently, as you can see from this little video. It seems like the standby's been pretty crap. I don't know if that's the Android version or if it's an app or if it's the battery's actually completely been destroyed. Who knows? And Wi-Fi, that's pretty bad. You can have, if you're close to the router, then it's fine. It's like you get really good speeds. It's fast, but not very long distance. So if you get, I don't know, but further away, other devices will have a lot better speeds than this, and this might just completely lose it. Performance, the GPU is quite good, it's made by NVIDIA. CPU is okay. However, it has been reasonably unreliable for me. Sometimes the performance is good, sometimes it's bad. It's gotten a bit better lately, except when the battery's low, just the performance goes absolute crap. It never overheated for me, except if I was actually using it in the sun, like hot sun. I've had a few random lags, and some apps don't particularly like this chipset because it's so rare. They're not very well optimized for it. Yeah, and I would prefer if I just got like a Snapdragon chipset. It's just a lot better. And the performance, this is probably between it's similar to a Snapdragon 820, 821, about that level. So in modern terms, similar to a 660, I think, about that level of performance. And I quite like the buttons. it's got, you know, just stock Android buttons in the bottom left and right on the screen, which is quite good. However, something that's so annoying, no fingerprint reader, so every time I just have my tablet just unlocked so I can just go, because I don't want it breaking again and locking me out. But I used to have to put in a passcode every time, which is really annoying. I'd way prefer if it was just fingerprint reader. And you've got Android 8.1, you've got split screen, which is pretty useful. Kind of each version of Android gives less and less important stuff, so there's not much else to say. And the build quality is very good, except it breaking. I mean, it looks nice. Got all metal, looks like an iPad kind of, without a horrible Apple logo here. Very understated. You've got this light bar, which is kind of a bit useless, but kind of cool. Nice big screen, glass, pretty nice. So the back, metal back is pretty good, seems high quality, but it can get dirty and sweaty quite easily. Show fingerprints and stuff, kind of. The case and keyboard, I originally had a normal case, and then I got keyboard. It works quite well. It's a bit expensive. I got it when it was half price, so I'm not sure. It depends what you want. If you would like the keyboard or not. I had just a plastic Bluetooth one that was like £10. That it seemed pretty good if I needed a keyboard. And I'm not sure if I would recommend getting a keyboard even if you want one, because my device has been scratched on the screen and the back a lot just from attaching and detaching the keyboard, because if there's anything on between them, they get crushed together and it's like glass and metal gets scratched. So my whole tablet screen is horribly scratched, and even some dents and things in it. You can feel them. It's pretty horrid. And yeah, storage, no micro SD card expansion, which is pretty annoying, but I've found 64GB has been enough for me pretty much the whole time. And it's got Type-C, you can put in a USB, or it doesn't officially support hard disks, but you could plug in a hard disk if you have an app that supports it. I had 32 gig will probably be enough for most people. I mean, I'm not going to be taking many pictures on it and videos, so onto the camera. Not the best camera. You can have a look at the quality now. As you can see, the video quality is pretty crap, but the audio is quite good. Yeah, see? I mean, it's not horrid, but it's not great. So yeah, kind of conclusion time. Price. You can't buy them anymore, brand new. It's 400, they were like 400 quid for me. So, no, I can't even remember. It was nearly £500 for the 64GB one without the keyboard. I got it for 420 minus VAT, I got it through school, so it's pretty expensive, but it's going to be it's like £200 at CEX at the moment. So the problem is that this is pretty much the best Android tablet you can get, or one of the best. So if you want an Android tablet, you don't have much choice. what can I recommend if you were thinking of buying this? I don't think you should buy it. Even though CEX has good warranty, you could go with them. But still quite a lot for a not particularly good tablet. It might be better to... And definitely do not get it on eBay with no warranty, because that's just an awful decision. So I recommend, if you really want a very good Android tablet, you could go for a Samsung Galaxy Tab S2. I mean, that's quite good. It's on the cheaper end and kind of similar to this. If you want even better, you've got the Tab S3 and Tab S4, but they're pretty expensive and they're Samsung still. Take that for what you will, or whatever it's, however you say it. And even if you're looking for Android tablet, you might want to be going for an iPad, even though I hate Apple. But Apple actually, they're kind of cheaper because they're more common, and Apple make really good tablets. iPads are actually very good. Get an iPad Air 2 or better, I would suggest. And there are lots of cheaper Android tablets out there. Xiaomi are making amazing Android tablets at the moment. That I might actually, when this breaks, I might go and get a Xiaomi one. When this fully breaks, I mean it's pretty much broken. But you could also get like a Surface Pro. I know that's very expensive, but that's another issue with this tablet. It just runs Android, which I love Android, but it's like if you're do anything big, this can't be your main device. It's kind of like a supplementary phone in a way, or just I mainly use it to watch stuff on, or do schoolwork, look at stuff, because if you want to type, then it's better to get a laptop or a desktop. If you want to play games, it's better to get a laptop or a desktop. If you want to edit videos or edit photos, it's better to get a laptop or a desktop. So, in a way, because Windows is just so much, it's got more stuff, and can use more powerful hardware than Android. And you might even be able to get, well, this is pretty cheap now, so you won't probably be able to get a good laptop or for a similar price, really. But I think it might be better to go with a Surface Pro if you want a tablet that can do a lot, or just get a nice laptop. I just think there's no reason why anyone should get this tablet, really. It's beautiful and it served me well, but in 2018 there is no point of buying this tablet. I have kind of regrets getting it, but it has served me over 2 years. So, well, not this particular one, all 4 or 5. I can't even remember how many I've had that many. So, don't get it, but it's pretty good.